guys, it's Brian from thecoralfarm.com. So I'm back with an awesome video of our livestock at the coral farm. You're gonna love this video. I've got shots of everything: the SPS, LPS, the leathers, the zoas, acros, montes, akins, everything. So this is gonna be great. You're gonna love seeing all the eye candy, all the different colors, and it's a good overview of what we have on the website. So I start over here with the akins. Our akins are doing phenomenal. They're big and puffy, and there's lots of different colors. I'm really loving the akins. They've been doing really great for us. We've got a lot of what you see is what you get of all this stuff on there, guys. So you can scroll through and see everything, and look out for sales too. We have sales all the time. So there's the reds, the greens, there's a couple of like rainbows and oranges. There's some really cool stuff. So we've been doing really good since our last update, which is a while ago. We've got way more stock, way more species in stock. Everything's been running flawlessly as far as the system's been going. You know, knock on wood, I couldn't ask for anything more. Everything's really clean, and it's growing really well. Our levels have all been stable, so it's just been a great season, and yeah, we're doing really good. We're bringing in some new stuff too. We've got some big chalices here. Got some funky montes like this one. That one's gonna change color though, I bet. So we'll see what happens with that one. Here's our frog spawn. So we had a ton of these, you guys. We had so many, and we still have a lot, but this is what's left. And we've got some nice ones here. Some splatters, some oranges, the ultra neons, the reverse stems. These are the regular greens right in the middle there, and they're awesome too. They're all great. I love the frog spawns. We do have some chalices, and not too much on the chalices yet. We're working on getting more of those. Yeah, these are all the chalices we have right now. There's the shipwrecked chalice. That's the orange one, and the splatter pattern that makes when it just when it grows out, it's unbelievable. It's like somebody spun a frisbee, you know, with the paint on it. It's awesome. So here's our different montes. They're all aquacultured. A lot of them we've acquired over the years from other people's tanks locally, and they're growing really good. You know, we as you can see, we need to catch up on our fragging. There's some are getting a little too big here. We can chop them up. We're working on some grafted montes for you guys too. So we got a couple different colors here growing. So be excited to add those to the website soon. We got this purple one too, which not too many people have, and it's great to mix the purple and the green together and kind of have them grow in a spiral. It's a great color combo, the dark and the bright neon green. Here's our zoas. We got tons of zoas. This is actually just one section. We've got like multiple sections of zoas, and the zoas are doing good too. They're growing like crazy. We had a fish in here eating them. It was a sailfin tang, so you'll see him in a little bit. He's in jail right now, so we had to catch him and kick him out. These are the grandis pallies. They are awesome. They're huge, and they grow really good. You have to wear gloves though. They're toxic. And this is our ganies. We've never had this many amazing ganies before, guys. Like, these things are awesome. They've been mariculturing like some crazy colors. Like, look at this yellow one with like pink highlights. They're so awesome. This other big yellow one, it's got like orange stems. The purple ones with the yellow center we've had for years. We've been growing those and cutting them and growing them and cutting them. Those have been going good. Got a different styles with extra long polyps, short polyps, long stems, short stems. Yeah, then there's blastos coming up. So the blasto merletes are the smaller polyped ones that you see there, and the blasto welsies are the larger polyps. And the welsies typically are mostly like the purple with the green or the bright red with the green. But there are some other variations too that we get in from time to time. The Duncans, we've got the ultra green stem Duncans, and they grow like crazy. Here's some more Blasto frags, and we got up on top there, that's the Galaxia. You just saw it move. They're pretty cool. We got a ton of leathers. Our leathers section is just like all mixed. They're all happy just being all crammed together. They don't care. They're cool. And this is one we haven't had for a while. This is the pipe organ. So kind of looks like a star polyp, but it's got the red stems underneath. It's pretty cool. And yeah, here's all more leathers going all the way across the side here. We got some big toadstools too. Those ones are probably a good 6 inches across. And there's spaghetti leathers and finger leathers, and the weeping willows are mixed in there. So in the middle of the tank, we moved these to the middle because they were liking the flow better over here. This is our torches, our Euphilia, torches and hammers. So we've been selling these too. These been doing really good. They're we got them all mixed together. So the 24 karat was the first yellow ones, and then the yellow in the middle here is the Indo golds. There's dragon souls mixed in there, and some cotton candies. The purple with the green center, that's the Malaysian Miamis, or people call them jokers. And there's a lot of nice ones. We had a couple Holy Grails go out last week. It's our Euphilia is doing really great. So yeah, this is our lower light tank. It's around 150 par right in the middle, and when you get out to the edges, it's around like 70 par, somewhere in that range. And then we have another tank that's all higher par. It gets like around 350 in the middle. That's for all our acros mostly. But we got the kryptonite trumpets. Those are awesome. I've seen people buy one little frag, and then a year later they've got a giant softball that's just solid neon green. It's really cool to see that happen. And we got some maize brains over here. We've got some hydnophoria. That's the little neon green branching ones that get really furry with all the polyps. And then all along the side here, these are our gorgonians. There's the thicker ones, that's the corky finger gorgonian, and then there's the thinner ones. That's like I call them sea fans, but they're they're gorgonians. They're pretty cool too. They sway in the currents, and they grow fast. You can cut them with a pair of scissors, super easy. And they don't block much light, so you can put corals right underneath them. So over this section, we just got some miscellaneous ones mixed in. We're always looking for more room here, so there's stuff thrown everywhere. So over here, this is like the encrusting section. So all these corals, there's leptos, and there's stylos, Triphastrias. There's all kinds of stuff over here, and these are great to you put the circle right on your rock, glue it onto your rock. It'll spread out, and it'll turn your rock into a big expensive coral, and then you can pop the little circle off and move it somewhere else, or trade it with somebody else for a different coral. And they're good too, because you could just scrape a little part away and glue a branching coral right on top of it, and have a colorful background behind your main corals. So it's pretty cool. I put them all over my display tank, like everywhere. Like I shot it with a paintball gun. I just glued them all over the place, and then I put in my bigger corals all around, and it kind of all filled in really nice. So this is more zoas over here. So they're all mixed up though, so we're gonna have to do some organizing. It's on the list. Gotta organize these. And back to the Euphilia. This is the hammer side. So we've got a bunch of different hammers. There's like all different shades of. There's the peach ones there. There's neon green stems. They call them reverse stems with the purple tips, and there's orange tips. They got some green mixed in. When they have the orange and the green, they call them rainbows with the purple stems. There's all kinds of stuff. They're all branching. We do like all branching hammers on the website, and pretty much. just because they're easier to aquaculture, easier to frag. Just break off a branch when they get too big, and you're good to go. So your Euphilia garden is just looking awesome, guys. And there's what you see is what you get. Pictures of every single one of these hammers on the website right now. So check that out. It's really cool. There's one more section coming up over here. Here's the blue tip galaxias, and then we got the mushroom section. So our mushrooms, they're all mixed up too over here. I think they look pretty all mixed up. You know, we used to do like lines of them, and it's easier to keep track of stock that way. But sometimes it's just nice having them all mixed up. It just looks pretty. And we do almost all online shopping too. So you'll see some stuff fragged up just right in here with everything. We don't really care about keeping it looking pretty other than our own, you know, and make us happy. So it's kind of nice doing online sales, you know. But yeah, those are the steel blue mushrooms right in the middle, kind of like a bluish purple. They're on sale right now too, and they're awesome. They're something different we haven't had before. And then the other blues, there's the, you know, the giant Superman mushrooms. And then here's the other side of the leathers. So we got stuff like Kenya trees that are, you know, cheap and they grow really good. And then we got the leathers. There's a weeping willow down at the bottom there. Those things are awesome. Yeah, and then there's like the neon green sinularias and coat corals and cabbage leathers and it's all kinds of stuff. So this was our lower par tank. So 150 par in the middle again, and we run Radion Gen 5 blues. So it's pretty much on AB plus spectrum, but we turn down like the lime greens and the reds, and just to give it a little bluer look. Okay, so now we are in our higher par tank. This is the Acro and SPS tank mainly. And this tank we have the par higher, like the lights are just set more powerfully. It's around 350 in the middle, and when you get around the edges it's around like 170, 200, something like that. But we do have some softies in here too, like we've got the firework clove polyps and a few different kinds of them. Here's some more Galaxia. They're loving the highlight. They do have stingers, but we have them right next to other stuff, and they don't seem to have a problem. You know, like the stingers aren't that powerful for, you know, they can bother some corals, but I mean we've had them right next to acros without a problem before. So yeah, here's a bunch of. So we've been doing a lot of fragging in this tank. There's so you can see one chopped up right there. We got it all started, all brand new frags going. There's the red dragon right there. We just made a bunch of new frags of that one. That one grows like crazy. These guys are getting kind of big here. We're gonna have to frag these up. The green goblin and acropora. And then we got some montes and stuff, and some pavona coming up, and we got the Scripps acro. That's the big one, the big green one in the middle. That one grows like a weed, so we've got always have those on sale basically. So these are the pavona. They call them potato chip corals, and they grow like crazy too. Like everything's doing really good. Here's a bunch of war corals, a couple montes mixed in. Just ran out of room, so we end up throwing stuff everywhere. But it's fun, you know. And come around when people come shop in person, they look around and they keep finding new things everywhere. There's some smaller frags on the little plugs, so we have those from time to time, and yeah, that's called the kryptonite acro. And then we got more war coral over here. We even have some zoas over here. They like the high par too. So these are the wall hammers and the wall bubbles, and there's bigger bubbles here. So we do have some of that stuff. We're gonna frag up the hammer there too, and I've got a nice big mushroom rock in here, and these are they're called like well, people call them like, they look like strawberries, you know, with their goniopora. They're the Bernardipora, the short polyp gonies. They're awesome. And then we got some bigger colonies here. Anything on the big disc is like something that we're growing out as like a mother colony. And we have this this giant green slimer. It's kind of been growing its branches like horizontally, so it's not really blocking too much light, and we're just letting it go. If the branches that grow straight up, we just keep clipping them, you know, and putting them on frag discs. We got a lot of Jason Fox Fox Flame right now. It's like we got tons of totally encrusted plugs, and yeah, there's some mixed stuff too. Like it's kind of like a personal collection as well. But once they get big enough, we'll have everything on our website. These purple ones are the Blue Ridge coral. That's not the brightest coral, but the growth patterns are insane on those things. We got some cool millies. And here's a bigger millie. That's the rainbow millie we're gonna be fragging up. Got some. That one there's the yellow tenuous. It looks a little green, but over up in the top left corner, that's the Pikachu. That's definitely a yellow. And then there's the cat's paw up there. Let's see. We got a bunch of birds' nests. So there's the green bird's nest. There's the pink bird's nest. Bird's nest is great because you can just break. It's so fragile. You can crumble it up, put it in a little pile, and it'll fuse together and turn into a big colony. Like it's awesome. You can't go wrong with the bird's nest. And so over here, this is the basket of we throw like loose mushrooms in here, and then when they attach to gravel, we glue them to the circles. It's just like it's also the jail for my my sailfin tang that was eating the zoas. So there he is. He's got his own little area here. So he's still looking for a home. We don't ship fish, but if you're local to Massachusetts, you know, he's available. But look at this basket. It's just turned into a cool mushroom garden, you know. There's just so many cool mushrooms, and there's some rock flowers mixed in. The green hairy mushrooms are those big ones there, and the Superman mushrooms, a local guy grew those in his tank. He had so many of them, and he traded them in for coral, and so we've had those in stock for a while now. Yeah, it's just beautiful mushrooms. And then this is some more Alveopora and Gonopora over here, the greens and the purples. And we've got clove polyps and daisy polyps. These we're gonna have to move because they grow everywhere, you guys. Anybody that's had those knows that they'll just spread all over your rocks. And then that's Hollywood Stunner Chalice. It's another super fast grower, so we have really good prices on those. This is our last Maxima clam. I actually was holding on to it to see how big I can get it to grow, so I've had it for a few years already. But we usually have those in stock too. And we got some star polyps up here. We have another tank too. I'm not really going to show you guys today. There's not enough time, but we have extra backup stuff of all this, like all the star polyps and the easy stuff. Chalices down there too. Here's the daisy polyps. These are on sale. I'm gonna try to sell them faster than they grow. You know, that's the plan. And these grow fast. They do. If you need an easy coral, throw some of these in there and some star polyps, and you're gonna have a full tank real quick. And these are the Kung Pao Montes. They're looking really good. So that's basically the whole higher power tank. So it's crammed full of stuff, and stuff's always moving, changing around. We always sell a lot of coral over the weekend, and then Mondays we just pack all day long, packing corals and getting everything ready to get dropped off at FedEx. But so everything's changing. You can always check back and see new stuff, and we'll have more updates on the website all the time. So the what you see is what you get page is always looking good. So so thanks for watching my video, and we're looking forward to seeing you order. All right, guys, have a good weekend.